Thank you so much. I'm really, really proud that we've got such a serious, heavyweight civil liberties and human rights organisation speaking on our behalf. Next up, we have Wendy Grossman speaking on behalf of the Open Rights Group. Oops. It's all right.
The BBFC has...
Wendy, up with the mic, please.
The BBFC has a long history in content classification, but it has no history or expertise in cybersecurity or the mechanisms by which we protect privacy. A couple of weeks ago, several of us went to a demonstration event to show what the mechanisms for verifying age might look like. And it was really noticeable. There were several common types. One was that they would use payment providers to provide proof of age, which is something that payment systems are not designed to do and probably won't welcome. Another was to allow them to rummage through your social media profile in order to establish the likelihood that you were over 18. And a third approach was to require a government document and compare that to a photograph that you sent live. Now, one of the worst proposals was a single sign-on for pornographic websites all over the place. So can you imagine the equivalent of Pornbook would be sitting there knowing everything you looked at, everything you wrote, everything you were interested in. And I think it was this guy who started talking wistfully about wishing that the government would open up the passport database to help with age verification and the DVLA database. So all of a sudden you're talking about not the system that the government says it wants, which is one where the site merely knows whether or not you're over 18 but not who you are, to a system where everything is known and surveilled and linked to your real world identity. And there are all sorts of reasons why you should oppose that. Ashley Madison has provided a great example. It's a huge target for hackers, and it's, you know, speaking as somebody who writes a lot about cybersecurity, it's just a really terrible idea. And don't think that it will merely apply to people who look at porn, because if these systems start to encroach on other databases, it will affect everyone who's in any database. What do I have? And we know at this point, we do know from internet history that people will make silly decisions in order to look at porn. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember the Anna Kournikova virus, which was one of the first things that came out on the internet, but people clicked on this malware because they thought they would get to see a nude photo of Anna Kournikova, who was considered hot stuff at the time. So, you know, people make bad decisions in these situations, and so the law has to protect them from the results of those decisions. It can't just assume that data protection law will cover everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Wendy, on behalf of the Open Rights Group.